Hello and welcome in the third video of the Maurya Empire. So far we have uploaded two videos on the Maurya Empire. So if you have not seen that video, I will request everyone to watch that video first. Otherwise it is very difficult to understand this video. Now in this video we are going to understand about the reasons for the fall of the Maurya Empire. So if we try to understand about the main reasons, so many reasons were responsible. Now, we should also understand that after the formation of the Maurya Empire by Chandragupta Maurya, it continued to last for 250 years. But mainly, the fall of Maurya Empire started after the death of Ashoka. Ashoka was a very strong ruler, and he expanded his empire to a large extent. So during the rule of Ashoka, the extent of the empire was very large, and after the battle of Kalinga in 261 BC, he left the path of violence and he accepted the non-violence. So after accepting the path of non-violence, Ashoka decided to spread Buddhism in many parts of the world. So majority of the wealth he invested in the spread of Buddhism. He was sending ambassadors to different countries. He was also spending tremendous amount of wealth in the irrigation, in the spread of the Buddhism, in the building of roads and the hospitals. So it was also another cause for the fall of the Maurya Empire. So after the death of Ashoka, the next successive rulers were not efficient rulers, and they also continued the path of non-violence. So if an empire continued to follow the path of non-violence, then the security of the empire from the foreign aggression will be vanished. So the foreign aggression started. Now the weak rulers after Ashoka did not pay much attention on the security, because all these rulers were non-violent and they were following the path of Buddhism. So it became dangerous for the security of the empire. So if we try to understand one by one, so many reasons were responsible. So let's understand each of the causes one by one. So first one is the partition of the empire. After the death of Ashoka, the empire was partitioned into east and west. So it was also another cause, the most important cause, the highly centralized administration. The empire was highly centralized. Everything was happening from the capital Pataliputra. The whole administration was controlled by Pataliputra, the present day Bihar, the Patna. The weak monarchs after Ashoka, it was also another cause. Next one, the Brahmanical reaction. The Brahmins became opposed to the Maurya Empire. After the acceptance of Buddhism, the importance which were given to the Hinduism and the Brahmins declined. So after the acceptance of the Buddhism, it means Buddhism became the state religion. The condition of the Brahmins declined, and they became angry on the Maurya Empire. So the next one is the Ashoka's policies. Some of the Ashoka's policies were not liked by the Brahmins. So, and another one, last one, is the foreign invasion. When the emperors became weak, when the security of the Maurya Empire also became weak, the foreign invasions started, and the foreign invasions finally ended the empire. So let's discuss about these reasons in a detailed manner. Now first is the partition of the empire. As I have recently said, that after the death of Ashoka, the empire was partitioned into two halves, the western part and the eastern part, and the western part was ruled by Kunala. It was ruled by Kunal, and the eastern part was ruled by Dasrath. So the empire was partitioned between two brothers or two sons of Ashoka. So first one is the western part of India was ruled by Kunal, and the eastern part was ruled by Dashrath. So partition of the empire weakened the empire. So partition of the empire into two halves also weakened the security, and it also proved to be a cause of the fall of Maurya Empire. Another one, the second main reason, is the highly centralized administration. The administration was highly centralized and it was not possible to control the vast empire from Pataliputra, from the capital. The earlier rulers up to Ashoka, Ashoka was a very efficient ruler and he was able to do it. But the rest of his successors were weak rulers and they could not control the empire. They were incapable to control the vast empire. So it was also another cause. Another one was the weak monarch after Ashoka. I have recently said that the successive rulers of Ashoka were very weak and they were not capable to rule the vast empire. So the empire began to break into small pieces. The local leaders, the local kings, the local governors decided to declare themselves as independent and no action were taken against them by the Mauryan rulers. So these are the three basic reasons. I hope it is clear for everyone. So let's move to the another reasons. Now Brahmanical reaction. As I have said at the very beginning that Ashoka accepted Buddhism. Besides of accepting the Buddhism, he also started two laws: equality of laws and the equal protection of the laws. It means every subject in his rock edict it was written that all the citizens are my sons. In Ashoka has written in the 14th rock edict that all the citizens are my sons and I will do equal care on all my citizens. It means the equality of law and the equal protection of the law. But Brahmins became angry because the Brahmins were exempted. Nobody, even the king, cannot punish the Brahmins. The Brahmins were enjoying superior position in the society. So after starting of this law, equality of law and in the equal protection of the law, the special safeguard of the Brahmins were destroyed and the Brahmins and the local citizen became equal. So it was not liked by the Brahmins. So the Brahmins decided to put the empire end. So the Brahmins became angry and they decided to end the empire. Another one is Ashoka's policy. Some of the Ashoka's policies were controversial, like the non-violence. He also put ban on the animal slaughter, the killing of the animal. It means the Pashu Bali. At the time of the puja or at the time of festivals, large amount of animals were killed. So it was stopped by Ashoka, and it was not liked. The stopping, the prohibition of the animal slaughter was not liked by the Brahmins, and the Brahmins became angry. So the last one is the weak ruler. Ashoka's death. After Ashoka's death, the attacks of Indo-Greeks, the Sakas, the Kushanas began to started. After the rulers of the Maurya Empire abdicated, they left the path of violence and they accepted the non-violence. So the security of the Maurya Empire became in danger, and because of this, the foreign invasion increased. Because of the weak soldiers and the less military expenses you have to put as a ruler, it is your duty to strengthen the security by recruitment of the soldiers. But no recruitment was happening. No recruitment of the soldiers was happening in the Maurya army. So the soldiers became weak and the foreign invasion also increased, which finally put the empire to end. The empire ended. So these are the main reasons for the downfall of the Maurya Empire. I hope that it is clear for everyone. So thanks for watching the video. I hope that you have got lots of information. Thank you.